So this is the Kobe Bryant Film Room, Hellafide Cap, Episode 6, Part 1. Right? I want you guys to hear these arguments, right? Because it just proves my point of what I feel about MVPs, and it solidifies that point of how I feel about MVPs. Because MVPs is just one big popularity contest, right? It's not about who did the greatest or who led their teams. It's about who they want to put in the limelight and who they want to cast to the back.
MVP race may be more of a race than we thought. Well, let's take a look at LeBron James. In action tonight in Charlotte, in front of Hornets owner Michael Jordan, which is fitting because his 22 first half points tonight tied him with MJ's record, 866.
Now look at this fucking stat. Ties Michael Jordan was 866 consecutive 10-point game. Look at this shit. They're literally making up stats to tie LeBron's name to Michael Jordan. Right? What the fuck type shit is this? Does this shit even exist in the 2000s? Shit like this? This is ridiculous.
Consecutive games, scoring in double figures. Just another accomplishment for LeBron in year 15. Associated Press asked him who he thought was this year's MVP. He said, quote, "I would vote for me."
Of course he would vote for himself. A player is supposed to say that who has confidence in his abilities, especially a great player such as LeBron James.
The body of work, how I'm doing it, how we've got so many injuries, things of that nature, guys in and out, to be able to still keep this thing afloat, I definitely would vote for me.
So I think this is around 2018.
That's your guy. What do you say?
He's got an argument. I give him that because you look at his numbers and what he's been doing this year.
So
Spectacular.
Fizdale is a LeBron guy. Keep that in mind. Fizdale is pro LeBron. He's a LeBron guy.
And those guys are still obviously deep into the hunt, but I still got to go with James Harden right now. I just think that he's gotten Houston to a number one seed right now. He's playing at an incredibly high level for them. Obviously, first in scoring, third in assists. So I'm still rolling with Harden right now. But gosh, you can't deny what the guy is doing in his 15th year. It's pretty special.
Yeah, without a doubt, LeBron, he puts up numbers. And even last year, you look at his numbers, they were great, but not as great as they were this year.
LeBron always puts up great numbers. He's a great all-around player. He's always going to put up big numbers that are going to make the stat nerds go crazy, right?
But you can give him MVP every single year.
But you're not giving him MVP.
But that's based on the criteria.
Okay, so it's not the length of time. That doesn't fucking matter. It's based on your play. Are you outperforming the other guy? That's what it's supposed to be based on. Not because he just went a long time without it. Right? The reason why he went so long without it is because not that he wasn't balling, is that people are more deserving during that time.
Mostly with the best record, the best player on the best team. Now, we didn't have that last year because Westbrook had a historic year. I mean, how many times does a guy average a triple-double?
And by the way, they moved the criteria for Westbrook, but they didn't do it for Kobe. Right? When Kobe put up big numbers, they said, the team didn't have success, right? That's what they used.
It's the criteria is James Harden, the best player on the best team.
Well, look, I have a vote. I'm going to use that vote for James Harden. I've said it on TV. He is my MVP this year. But I am interested in the fact that this has sort of turned into who is having the best season every year award. I think that there was a time in our league before sort of the rise of advanced stats where we judged people more holistically. Now we kind of judge them as like who is having the best stats, the best season this year. That's James Harden. There's no doubt about it. He is the MVP. So I'm not saying anything other than that. But yes, you say you could give LeBron an award any year. We're not giving him an award any year.
So she just wants to hand the man an award just to hand the man the award, right? Did they campaign for Kobe like this? Do you guys remember in 06? Did they campaign for Kobe like this, y'all?
all his stats. But
Are
he,
you comfortable with
think
the last
about
5 years?
Well,
There's no way to sort of say this is the guy who's been the best player in the league.
The history will say it though.
yeah, historically, I mean, when it's all said and done, LeBron will be up there with Michael Jordan. But when you talk about just one individual season, like last year, how do you not give Westbrook the MVP? The year before that, Steph Curry on the 73-win team, how do you not give him MVP?
But this is how you run into this problem. And I've been saying on TV now for 2 years.
He's
It's
going
not
to be
just this
rewarded
year.
at the end of his career as one of the top.
She just wants to give him something. It's just crazy.
Awards. We should follow suit of the NFL.
This isn't the
follow
fucking.
suit of the NHL.
This isn't the YMCA. She just wants to just give him something.
We
This
should
shit's
sort of
crazy.
separate out here. Who's having the best season in any given season? And in my view, there should be a larger award for sort of who's the best player in the league right now. And by the way, I might
That
be the best-
award didn't exist for Michael Jordan. Didn't exist for Kobe. Didn't exist for anybody. So you wouldn't just create something just to give the man more accolades so that you could use it in your arguments against other people.
player in the league right now is LeBron. You wouldn't necessarily say that. Who do you think the best player in the league is right now?
Well, overall, LeBron is playing. Just overall, we're talking about.
You see how frustrated Paul Pierce is getting? This is the reason why he left ESPN. He got tired of talking about one guy. And ridiculous subjects such as this, right?
I mean, yes, LeBron points, assists, rebounds. He's showing that. You know, but if we're talking about a guy, we talked about this a minute ago. Who do you want with the ball the last 3 minutes of the game? And you got LeBron, KD, or James Harden. Now, my guess is you might not want LeBron for the first two picks when the game's on the line as compared to these two other guys.
So the players don't even think
So this is interesting.
Paul Pierce is one of those players who didn't even think he was clutcher than those guys at that time. But come fast forward in the future, 3 years, about 4 or 5, well, 5 years later, they're trying to say he's more clutch than Michael Jordan. Okay.
You
Whatever.
would pick KD if you told
Now, if
me.
we're saying that LeBron is the best player, why wouldn't we want him over KD and James Harden?
That's
in the
what I'm
last
saying.
3 or 4
You're
minutes
the
of
one.
game?
You're the one who is
Well,
saying
who
you
would you?
think the best player would be KD. Who do you think the best player?
I think KD is the best closer.
Okay.
I think
But overall,
A better so all this, Kobe's not in the same class as LeBron as far as closing. LeBron's a greater closer, and LeBron hit more clutch shots. This is 2018, and they thought KD was a better closer, and KD's not a better closer than Kobe.
player.
If you're
I
the
think
best
LeBron is the
player,
overall best
why
player.
don't you? If this is the best player in the NBA,
Well,
why don't you want him closing the game?
I think there are a lot of
as
people who
compared-
would want.
Well, of course, there's going to be a lot of people.
But see,
There's a
Paul
lot,
Pierce
but
is
I think
fucking up,
most people
and
would
this
say
is the reason
closing
why
the game.
ESPN got rid of his ass. He's trying to talk basketball. That's why he lost his job, right?
You probably want.
And the
Right.
girls,
So to me, but again-
the girls on that video were just an excuse, just to get him the fuck off the way, because he was just not going with the program.
You're not saying James Harden.
But I gotta
It's
think about this.
interesting that we're talking about two different things.
James Harden also, you talk about numbers. You said it earlier. He's playing with Chris Paul now.
Now
Think about
Fizdale's a
what his
LeBron
assist
guy,
numbers would
right?
be Without
He's
Chris
not
Paul.
hating.
I mean, with the ball in his hands 100% of the time, his numbers would be off the charts. So, you know, he's still playing at such a magnificent level next to a guy who's getting 8 or 9 assists a game every night.
James Harden had a better season last year and didn't get MVP.
Right.
Exactly. So
He had a better
that's the
season last
argument,
year.
right? You can actually have a better season and not win the year before, which is why MVP is bullshit when you're talking about all-time great players. It just is not a measurement of their careers. It's just not, because you would think somebody's MVP year was better than the other years, and in a lot of cases that's not fucking true.
He led the league in scoring, or was 1 or 2. He led the league in assists and didn't get it.
Yeah.
So I think it's rewarding that he gets it this year.
Again, I'm going to vote for James Harden, but I think it's interesting. We should be looking at a little bit of, hey, should we do this more like other?
Now you want to change the whole fucking format so that LeBron can win something, right? And see, this is what happens when they like you. When they like you, they're willing to change the whole criteria of fucking 60, 70 years of MVPs MVP awards, right? When they like you, this is what happens. And shout out to Kwame Brown, because Kwame Brown said it's about who we like. So yeah, just give him the best player award and then salt the fuck out of the MVP. So you're gonna hand out an MVP award and then you're gonna turn around and insult that motherfucker by handing another award around the same time. This is bullshit.
Leagues do it because we're talking about two different things. I want to get to Vivint Smart Home Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah, site of our matchup tonight between the Celtics and the Jazz.
So I'm gonna end this. That's everybody's favorite redhead, Rachel Nichols, capping. Hellafide cap for Rachel Nichols edition. Rachel's pleading for LeBron to get something. And this goes to show you that they did not give a fuck about Kobe Bryant winning anything. They didn't campaign for it. They didn't beg for it. They didn't make arguments for it. They said, oh, you didn't win. Here you go, Steve Nash. Kobe, get over it. Right? They didn't campaign. They didn't go on all these campaigns and long-ass conversations with ex-NBA players. None of this shit like that. Right? So this is the fuck why I don't go for off MVPs. And by the way, I remember they actually told Giannis they weren't going to vote for Giannis to win MVP until he won more championships. Now, regular season is a fucking... the MVP is a regular season award. Why would media members say that? Right? Why would you refuse? If the man deserves it, right, then give it to him. Right? We just seen Jokic and Joel Embiid, right? Kendrick Perkins made an argument, a racial argument. Well, you know what I'm saying, Jokic, yeah, I don't believe Jokic deserves the MVP award because Jokic, man, yeah, Nikola Jokic, man, he ain't black, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like Joel Embiid look like me, you know what I'm saying, and you know Martin Luther King walked down in Alabama, Mississippi, and you know, for black folks to have shit, and we ain't make no progress yet. And I just feel like Larry Bird and all them do just cause they white. Yeah, Perkins is on some bullshit. With his arguments don't make any fucking sense, and so they gave Joel Embiid the MVP because some of the voters felt like it was racial. So think about that. We're not talking about people's play. We're talking about storylines, right? So this is episode 6, the Hellafide Cap, Rachel Nichols edition.